anyone wondering, and everybody that's commenting, how much room is there? Not much. I gotta turn sideways to walk down here. So yes, the drums are bouncing off the guitars. I'm squishing behind everything. Oh, and still bumping things, as you can see. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for clicking on the clip. I had a trip up to Pennsylvania. Had some family stuff going on. Took 3 weeks. Went up to Pennsylvania. Helped out the wife with her dad and stuff, and had a good time. Got to play in snow and haven't played in snow in over 20 years. Come back, marketplace. What I do? $200 fine for some killer gear. I know you guys are gonna say, "Well, it's Behringer, so it's not really killer gear." But hey, I'm a Behringer guy. Probably because that's what I can afford and that's what's readily available. But it works. And I found that the XRs, the MDXs, and FBQs and all that stuff all work good. So, this is a video on my find for $200. And then I went through and I installed it. I hooked it up. I didn't like the way that it worked. I realized that my chain was wrong. When you're doing your chain, make sure it goes gate, then compressor limiter, and EQ last. Just compressing and then gating just doesn't make any sense. Especially, I'm getting comments on, "Oh, well, you're using line level stuff. You need to put line level stuff through a preamp and then go through the onboard gear, offboard gear, outboard gear." It's not inboard, the outboard. Anyways, which kind of makes me wonder because the preamps have an ADAT out, which is your light pipe that goes to the 18i20 or your other audio interface. If the preamp is sending signal to your audio interface, would that not be the last part of the chain? Granted, I've got one 18i20 that I've got looped, so it takes the signal, shoots it straight through, and amplifies it on the backside. That's my audio, guitar, and instruments, not the drum set. The drums go into the gate, then through the compressor, then through the EQ, then up to the 8200 through the light pipe to my 18i20. We'll get a little bit more detailed in that when I get the close-up video on the gear that I've got and how I've got it lined up. So, right now, we've got the drums all set up. The drums are all the drum mics are on their own chain. 12 tom is it's on its own chain. 13 floor tom there, and 2 kicks also have their own chains. The overheads I had to plumb into the first 8200 that I've got looped so I could have phantom power to them. This is the 8200 I've got running straight through. This is the one that's looped. See, this is the ADAT cord right here. In, out, looped. And then the outs go to the outboard gear. But that is specifically to run the phantom power for my 2 overhead mics. This stuff over here is all audio gear. It does not need phantom power. The phantom power is not on when I'm running that. They go straight through to the gear, then back up to the 8200 through the light pipe to the 18i20. So those of you that were asking about the looped 8200, yes, it's still working great. No, it's not getting hot. It's a good hack. Works great. You just take the light pipe out, roll it around, stick it back in. You got straight through. Couldn't do that without looping it. But then you lose the ability to have your straight through amplifier if you don't loop it. So if it's straight through amplifier, you can go straight through. What I've got, all that stuff is going straight through it and then to the 18i20 also. But I needed the extra loop for the boost. All right. let's get this going a little bit. We got Audition already up. All right, first things first. Before you do anything in Audition, arm all your recording lines. You can see as I talk. Bars go up and down. This is what I'm using for my mixer mic. This is also my speaking mic, but it's my main mixer mic and all that stuff. So this is going to be kind of loud because, well, I'm talking right into it. We'll turn this down on the mixer. That work much? Yes, it turned it down on the mixer. All right, this is mixer mic. If I turn it up and talk, it gets louder, and if I turn it down and talk, it's quieter. All right, from the mix, modified with the volume here. Also, I can crank that bitch up really loud, and it'll go really high, or I can crank it down right now. All right. All right, we got red lines. Bounces. I've got overhead sounds. Not overhead. Quiet. I do not have the equalizer set. Whatever comes out of these comes out of them. Drums moving. Everything's moving. Tom's not making any noise. I mean, it's making noise, but it's the first line and flipping. There. Flipping there. I got no floor tom. Quick. See? If it's not armed, oh boy. So yes, make sure your cracks are all armed. Because then you're going to be adjusting stuff. Adjusting. Alright, back to it. Now you've got those noises around. All right, that's all that. Now, asking also if levels change, if I move stuff on the 8200s. Well, they're preamps, it should. See the level drop right down. Now max it up. Move on. See how it's going up and down as I adjust it? Also, on the boost, decibel output. Output. Not as good as preamp. Okay, here is the rack as it sits currently. I finally finished 3 days and putting this stupid thing together, getting it all hooked up, wired up. Routed correctly. All right, so there you have it. Quick run through on the gear, how it works, how it's chained, and showing that it does work. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't really have to go expensive unless you want that kind of effect, because yes, the more expensive gear will give you different effects. An EQ is not just an EQ. A gate is not just a gate. Different manufacturers add little things in there, make them their own. Some work better than the others. Right now, this works for what I've got. Appreciate it. And let me hear what you guys got to say in the comments. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.